KNLY 91.1 FM, The Boss and affiliates.
It's the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
All right, happy rainy Saturday here in South Texas, i.e. the Houston metropolitan area. This is the Real Estate U Show. I'm E.L. Crane, and you can watch us live, REUworldwide.com. That's REUworldwide.com. 20 plus streaming stations and counting from our studios in Texas and Florida. The REU Show brought to you by Platinum One Properties, a premier Texas real estate firm, My Mortgage Inc. Florida, and BRPS Title, a national title services provider. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and 8 a.m. Pacific time. And I am joined by the lovely Jennifer Nina of South Florida. Are you there, Jen?
Your enthusiasm is real.
Really? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm not doing so well.
Why is that?
I wrecked my car yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Everything okay though?
I'm fine. I was worried about the car more than I was worried about myself. But I'm fine, and the blessing of having another vehicle, so I don't have to deal with all that kind of nonsense. So, yeah, it was one of those situations where people are just stupid. And, whoever's driving that white truck, may you slip and fall, okay? Let's be real clear on that. I will be holding a grudge until I get that particular vehicle out of the shop, which the whole left side was destroyed. I spun out of control, and the only thing that stopped me from spinning was a tree.
Oh no! Well,
yes.
You're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. The tree not doing too well. The back of my vehicle not doing too well, but I'm fine, except for a scratchy throat. And whereas Dina is going to bringing mimosas to make my name. So there you go.
Wish I was there.
Okay, this is not about you right now. I'm the injured party here. Okay.
I see you fine. You say you were fine.
But I have to play this for all it's worth.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Now you can follow us.
Play the music.
Huh?
I say I'm telling Carlos to play the music.
My sad music. Okay. Maybe next time. Missy trying to run something. You can't run nothing for Florida. I'm here. You there. All right. Now you can follow us on Instagram at real.estateu, real.estateu, the letter U, and our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and you go via at Radio The Boss 91.1 FM. So how you doing over there?
Good. Beautiful day today.
Okay, see, the fact that you have no sleeves on and it's raining cats and dogs over here.
Really?
Yeah, it rained so hard. I pulled over to the side of the road for just a minute.
Oh, wow.
It was coming down, that sideways sheet coming down so you can't see. Nope, not going to be able to do it, people. So, yeah, so we got it rain over here. And, if you don't know people, Jennifer is our designated double threat. She is not only a mortgage professional, she is a licensed real estate consultant in the state of Florida as well. And I think she's working on, and she can do loans in Texas and Florida, but she's getting ready to get her Texas real estate license, so she'll be double threat in both locations. Okay?
That's right.
Now later on in the show, we'll be joined by legend in his own mind, Mac Aloysius Blankenship of Guaranteed Rate, Texas Guru.
Is that his real second name?
No, I named him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why I never question it, because I go it sounds like an EL thing.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, stuff like that. So it was literally these kind of things going on. Then our award-winning broker owner, Dina Ramos Salazar. And then we have Globally Tish. She'll be in here today because it's Valentine's weekend. Ugh. Okay,
Boy, she's gonna bring a lot of goodies.
I'm not. I don't do Valentine's Day. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Watch this here. Flowers die and candy melts. So I'm not wasting my money.
Wow.
Well, it's true. It's not like I'm making this up.
That is true, though.
Yeah, flowers die and candy melt. Now, we also going to have a guest on the first hour with Jennifer. She is a credit restoration specialist. And basically, being that she's a credit restoration specialist, hopefully she can be retroactive and go back with me to 1993 and fix some stuff for me. What you think? No?
I think, let me tell you, they are really good. I've seen the results.
Really?
Highly recommended, yes.
You highly recommend them?
Highly recommended.
Highly recommend. That's something right there.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, and then, we got some homes that we're going to highlight today, things like that. And forgive my scratchy voice because I was in and out of every temperature known to man this week. That kind of thing. So I was just recognizing. See, I see things people don't think I can see. Yeah. I got my high beams working at all times.
You think he's not watching people?
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
I'm watching. And, the word you use with me is wow, because I'm watching. All right? Because if I see things that is out of character, that see things that I don't think should be going that way, I start to feel some kind of way. Okay? So there you go.
He can hold a grudge, people.
Yes. And now Dina is a broker owner of Platinum One Properties, and you can look at Dina at PlatinumOneProperties.com. Fill out the letter one. The word one. PlatinumOneProperties.com. Now remember, the Real Estate U Show is the only 3-hour DBM hosted multimedia real estate show in the world. You are welcome, and we'll explain DBM to you sometime during the broadcast. Okay. Our weekly goal is to educate, inspire, and motivate. Class is now in session. You can listen to our previous shows on the realestateushow.com website and our YouTube channel. Now, Miss High and Mighty, that's what I'm calling you today, Miss High and Mighty. You think you don't have to follow the rules, all right? The rules is
They don't apply to me.
once you agree and you have a contract in place, that once you consummate the contract with fulfillment, you can't remove anything. You can't add anything. You can't take anything away because
Contracts are meant to be broken.
okay, you remember that. Okay, remember that. All right. Because my response is, oh, I didn't know that was against the rules. That's going to be my response. I'm just letting you know. I didn't know that was against the rules. Right. No. Now, our contributors include Dina Holleran of the Designer's Niche, Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish, KW Memorial, a lifestyle segment, Builder Boost, RM Funding, my good friend Vicky Cheers, and the real ELC, i.e., grudge holder when things change. Okay? When things change, I have a memory like not one elephant, 3 elephants. I don't forget a thing. All right? So, that's one thing. Now, today's show, Miss Jennifer, what's going on in the foreign market this week?
Oh my God, it is crazy. It is absolutely insane. A lot of offers coming in. People are still buying.
Right.
People are calling still to get pre-qualified. It is just crazy. My office is in Weston, and driving over here, there were a couple of houses that lines following through, and we was looking, you can obviously see they're pending to get in.
So there's a line of cars to show up to see a house. Wow. What price point?
These are starting Western, so you're looking 6,000 and 600,000 and up.
Okay. So what I just heard is that you live in the high rent district or the high earner district. The high earner district. That's what I heard. Okay. Lines of cars, 600,000. people seeing houses, and you said coming from home. What I heard was I live in a high volume.
Well, but think about it. How many homes? I mean, if you want to buy right now, today,
Right.
around, a place where you want to be, that there's
Right.
no free bullets or, liquor store in the corner, you have to go to gated communities, and that's the price range right now.
What? That what you going with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. On that note, that's what she's going with. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna play some bills. She has a few minutes to basically comply with the terms and conditions of her contract. We're gonna see if she can do it in 3 minutes. Okay.
No
Take a break.
possible.
Pay some bills, Carla. This hour brought to you by My Mortgage Inc. and BRPS Title.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. Jennifer Nina, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, now, what's the weather like over there?
It is about 80 degrees.
I don't like you at all. I just don't. I just can't. I can't. Because over here, we are raining. It's cool, not cold. We're raining. It's cool, not cold. But at the end of the day, I gotta wonder. So is it gonna be that way all through Super Bowl weekend?
To know, it's supposed to get cold on the morning of February 14th. So it's going to be down in the 50s.
There's something going on. What is going on February 14th? February 14th.
It's Valentine's Day, Friendship Day, Love Day.
Sucker Day.
Wow.
Call it what it is. You know, all them suckers out
Ladies
there.
and gentlemen, now you know what he has not married yet.
Yeah. All them suckers out there getting ready to spend $400-500 on dinner and flowers and candy and all that nonsense and profess their undying love, and they'll be broke up next Thursday. Anyway.
Well, that should be done every day, right?
Whatever. Why?
Because when you love someone, you're supposed to profess your love every day.
Really? Is that a rule?
Yes.
Oh. I guess I flunked that class. Anyway, I'm E.L. Crane. She is not. Okay? Yeah, flunked that class. Okay. So, the market is still hot.
Yes.
And 647, 200. It seems like they need to raise that up to 950 because there's nothing 647, 200 either.
And there will still be buyers.
Still be buyers. All right. Interest rates still ticking up. Still buyers. All right. Yep. But I've also seen, and you can elaborate on this if you would, adjustable rate mortgages are making a comeback.
They are. They are. So, you get, I mean, in reality, when a person buys a home, it's never going to be their forever home.
Right.
Maximum amount people last in a home is 5 years. Very rarely do they do. So buyers that know that feel very comfortable going into an adjustable rate, or they put it as a time. They have certain time event happening in their life, and it's just a quick fix in the meantime.
Yeah, but see, I've always purchased homes in the past. An adjustable rate mortgage never bothered me because you can refinance it when it comes to term. But some people, they just too dumb.
They just, nervous they get nervous about the unknown. And hey, such is life.
And life such as.
Exactly.
Whatever. Damn it. Okay. So, I taught a class this week for loan originators. All right.
How was that?
It was good. But I found some very interesting tidbits because I was only supposed to teach 1 hour, but the founder and president, or one of the founders and president of the company, he's a cancer survivor. Recently had cancer surgery, but he's just now getting back in the saddle. So he was getting a little worn down. So I wound up doing 4 hours instead of 1, right?
Oh, okay.
So, and some of the topics we were going over was fraud. All right? Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm proud to be from California on a lot of things, but California, Texas, Florida, New York are your top 4 states for mortgage fraud.
Yeah.
Okay? It gets even better. Those 4 states are the only states that have permanent FBI mortgage fraud task force.
They have a task force, yeah.
Okay? Gets better. Okay? Miami-Dade has its own. Broward County has its own in Florida. Harris County, Texas, Houston. Dallas County has its own. New York County and all the boroughs have their own.
Yeah.
California has 9 cities that has its own.
Wow.
So I'm saying, whoa, okay? So I'm teaching this segment of the class, right? And the fraud is rampant. And it's so egregious that you would not think people would be that bold.
They are very bold.
Very, very bold.
It puzzles me that nowadays with all this technology and all, these background checks and things that figuring out that people are still doing that.
Right.
And it also puzzles me why some borrowers get upset, when it comes to asset documentation. We're not going to accept pictures. We can't accept, it's funds that, there's money.
Yeah, excuse me.
And real estate is one of the number one places where people money launder. So they want to make sure that these assets, where are they coming from?
Oh, you said it right there. That was a segment, money laundering. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They had one guy, the top fraud person caught in 2021. He wasn't from California. He wasn't from Florida. He was from Texas, right?
It was from Oklahoma.
Yeah. So, $4.7 million. Okay? He was refinancing homes and not paying off the old mortgages.
Wow.
Okay? So, of course, I started this segment with raise your hand if you look good in orange. Okay? Nobody's hand went up. All right? I said good because I don't look good in orange either. So, we was going through this fraud. And then there was a guy, now I got to go to Florida now. There's a guy in Florida, all right? He decides that he wants to take out 2 loans at a time on a borrower. The borrower don't know they got 2 loans out there.
Wow.
They financed this one, and they financed that one. And so I said, how could you do that? You have to have complicit title companies. Wow. You have complicit title companies, all right?
You have to have somebody involved. A person cannot do it by themselves. You have to have somebody involved, because if even here we do, we get alerts every time we pull credit.
Right.
And a borrower during the process of the purchase or the refinance repulls credit again, or gets a credit inquiry, we get announcement saying
Right.
that, like, hey, an alert. So it's really hard. You have to really have someone in the inside helping.
Yeah, it's totally complicit, because think about it. So the settlement agent comes in, because stack of papers went from like 30 sheets to 150 sheets, right? So the person is just paying, but because it's the same property, there's no red flag here when they're signing, right? So they're signing the papers. You sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here, so like that. So the wire comes in, all right, to pay off to buy this home and pay off seller proceeds, da 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 da. The wire comes in, goes straight into the loan originator's bank account, all right? This woman did this to the tune of not just 2021, from 2018 through 2021, all right? $19.7 million.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm surprised it took this long to capture.
No, because basically it was like, the story gets better. This woman would pay the first 6 months of mortgages, so it didn't have a first payment default. So it's going to take 3 to 6 months for that servicing to move on to another lender.
Right.
Because she knew the business, she was selling those loans to vendors who were going to sell those loans in 3 to 6 months.
Wow.
So she kept out 6 payments. Boom, automatic ACH debit. As soon as the ACH debit went 6 months, she'd close that account. Each home she did it on had an account of its own, a different LLC. 19+ million dollars. Now, you want to know what got both of them caught? And it wasn't because fraud investigators or banks or anybody. That's not how they got caught. They got caught because of flamboyance. $1 million houses, $250,000 cars, taking 28 people to Hawaii on their dime.
Wow.
Okay? So, people don't understand there are red flags in banks now. It used to be $250,000. Now, if you make a deposit of $5,000 or more,
That's right.
that SAS form is going out. Okay?
Yep.
That alert is going out. So, people, if you don't look good in orange, don't do it.
The other day, in the news that came out, and something that happened, they're now even regulating building. Oh my God, how do you call this new coin?
Right?
They put down a fraud investigation with that. And the other day, I saw in the MLS, cash only, and also biotin coins are accepted. So these are tools that people may use to manipulate and do, money laundering, because they're pretty much into dark web. Hi, Cheryl.
Sorry, I didn't know y'all were talking. I was trying to not be late.
But
No,
see,
that's
okay.
early is good.
I'll log out.
No, you're fine. But I need to
You're
know.
fine.
I need to know who this trespasser is. Who is this trespasser?
Cheryl, I was supposed to type my name in here, and then I clicked speaker, and it went live. But I like the boss. I like your boss behind you.
Who's the other person that got on?
That's me. I'm trying to figure out why it won't let my camera work. Give me just a moment.
Okay, we can see you.
You can see me, I just can't see you guys.
Okay, this is not about you, Cheryl. This is about me.
I can see Cheryl, but we're missing Amanda. I see her name, but I don't see her face.
Oh, we got an Amanda and a Cheryl? That's too many
got an
damn.
Amanda and a Cheryl.
That's too many damn people, damn it. I'm just saying.
I forgot to warn you ladies about him.
No, I love him already. I forgot to put my name in. Amanda did mine. No, go ahead. We'll be quiet.
Oh no, this is your show because obviously I'm not running nothing around here. So y'all just pop in just out of any damn where, and no notification, no warning, no nothing. But that's okay. That's why I keep alcohol in my truck, because of people like y'all. So what we gonna do while y'all get everything straightened out, we're gonna come back and visit with you ladies. We're gonna take a break, pay some bills here. Amanda, Cheryl, Jennifer, all y'all riding in the same boat as far as I'm concerned, damn it. Pay some bills, Carlos.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them the keys for them to go in their home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Okay, I'm here. It's 3 people over there. Okay, I'll let you know I've already dialed 911, and they're on the way. Okay, so ladies, welcome to the Real Estate U Show. IBL Crane, and you are not. Always remember that. This is about me. It's not about y'all. Okay? So, Jennifer, if you would, introduce me to these two trespassers and what they do.
So Amanda and Cheryl are from Trinity Credit Repair Services, and they are, let me tell you, you will never hear me come this out of my mouth too often, but their services, their results are amazing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm talking for personal experience.
Okay.
These ladies take pride in what they do. They do it fast, they do it quickly, and they do it effectively.
Well, we already know they do it fast and quickly the way they jumped on the damn screen like that with no one there.
You should see Cheryl's face every time you open your mouth, Mr. Crane. Behave now.
Okay, fine, David.
You're making her blush.
It's not my fault. Okay, go ahead.
So, Cheryl, tell us a little bit about Trinity and what you guys do and why you do it.
No, that's perfect. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for the opportunity. And I tell you, credit's good credit is sexy, so don't get me started because I could be a sex bot on the other end. But at the end of the day, Trinity's founded 15 years in business. All we do is fix clients' credit, which means we don't debt consolidate. We've been doing this and getting customers out of situations, getting them away from a bankruptcy because, most people think, well, my credit's hammered, I can't have no help. But there is help. There's loopholes right now, backdoor systems that consumers can get medical bills, collection, charged off, original creditors, evictions, foreclosures, bankruptcies, totally removed off their credit report and without them having to pay or settle the debts. So we are, of course, passionate. We're founded on Proverbs 22, verse 1, we're Trinity Enterprises, which says a good name is more desirable than great riches, to be esteemed better than silver and gold. So our passion is that when customers trust us to fix their credit, they come up with a good name on paper. And that's pretty much what we do day in and day out, is holding the credit bureaus accountable, because most of America thinks the credit bureaus are run from the government, Donald Trump or Joe Biden, and they're not. They're for-profit businesses, and they get paid to report inaccurate data against us as consumers. They make more money posting wrong information or collections against us than they do posting right information.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When a client comes in and you sit down and you go over their credit report and their issues and stuff like that, what is the normal turn time to start seeing results?
Well, with us, we're very fast. What makes us different is that we don't challenge a monthly fee to customers. We try to get customers done within 30 to 90 business days. However, legally, COVID taught us that we have to, by law, say at least 6 months, but 30 to 90 days. The moment I see a credit report, I can determine, and Amanda can determine time frame, what it's going to take to get that borrower to closing, because we are driven for the real estate industry. We're driven for the realtors and the mortgage. We don't deal and we don't market to consumers because there's no incentive for them to hurry and get done.
Okay.
We got to get the people done because Jennifer needs to close on that home in the next 45 or 60 days because of rates increasing and things of that nature.
Okay. Well, how about this, Cheryl? You have that your speed, your target audiences are mortgage originators and realtors because they're trying to get the deal done fast. Your true 30 to 60, 90 days. So when it comes to future, all right, because people will fall off that wagon. Do you use a consultative approach to keep them on the up and up? I mean, to keep them going.
Absolutely. Education is a part of what we do because we tell people how we're going to get them cleaned up. Number one is because we want the borrower to be able to stay clean.
Okay.
Like a lot of times, the number one secret, and if it's something you can tell America right now, is that medical bills legally should never be on the credit report. Even though lenders can forgive medical collections,
right,
when the consumer goes into a doctor's office or hospital, they sign the HIPAA Privacy Act of 1996. So without a release of waiver, medical bills legally should not be on a credit report, but Equifax, TransUnion, Experian make so much money from it
Right.
that they do it, and that's the number one thing that drives consumer credit scores down. So once we initially get the borrower and we understand their situation, we develop a custom developed plan on how we're going to get them out of the situation based on their needs. When I say that, it's because some people need to hurry and close. Like Jennifer will say to us, I need 660 right away. I can forgive X, Y, and Z. And I can look at a credit report and say, if I eliminate those 4 collections at the same time, I can go and let the customer close on their home, and then I can go back and clean up the late payments or whatever else is hindering the borrower's score to get into 700.
Okay. Now, that other person on here, Amanda, all right, I need you
Yes,
to stop
sir.
sitting there not contributing, Miss Amanda. All right. So I need to know exactly how you guys work together.
We are a whole team.
Okay.
I started with, my mom started with Cheryl back when the company first opened. She
Okay.
was one of the very first employees.
Okay.
And I started working for Cheryl in 2014.
Oh, wow. 8 years.
I have been from Florida to Tennessee, back to Florida. I've worked remotely. My mom thrived on this, and I don't know how much you know, but just recently my mother became ill.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Is she getting, hope she's
And
getting better?
they're not expecting a recovery.
Okay.
But I have stepped in to take care of my mom's clients. I put everything my mother has ever taught me into this because she thrived on helping people.
Good. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because, see, I've always been a cynic when it comes to credit restoration and credit repair and stuff like that, because I've seen the horror stories. Because, you know, I was a banker for 20 years, so I saw all the horror stories. I had people come in to me saying, well, yeah, my specialist told me my credit score is now 680. I'm ready. And I said, that don't say 680. That says, no, that says 480. Okay. All right. And basically, my estimation of your credit, sir, it's on life support, and you need to go get some oxygen. So,
No, and you're right. You're 100% right. There's a lot of thieves and robbers in our industry. But what we have to overcome is the
you froze.
good ones, and when you stand behind what they do. The number one thing most consumers don't ask is, how do you warranty what you're doing? When I pay you for a service, how can I warranty and guarantee what you're going to do,
Right.
and that my money's going into my future? So that's one of the things with Trinity that sets us aside,
Okay.
is we put in writing our warranty and the estimation of our deletion.
Wow.
Absolutely. And we don't want to take a consumer's money, so everything we do is based on retainer. And if we don't achieve that retainer, we have to refund what we had not earned. Absolutely, and it's a fixed
I
cost.
like that.
You know what, and I have to interrupt. This is how I actually came across. Amanda's mom reached out to me, and she goes, "Lady, you've been all around the internet." And I went ahead and told my boss, "Look at this lady. Like, who is she?" And they told me, "Call her." So I'm calling you. And to her, I mean, it was such an amazing conversation. Not a lot of people are able to keep me on the phone for more than 5 minutes, and she did. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a try, because I always like to experience things before I, put my word out there. And I've been burned by other, companies, and I refer, part of our business is that.
Right.
So not only for myself, but for my client, I want to make sure that, what they say is what they do. And I read their contract guarantee, totally surprised. Things that I've never seen before. And to tell you the truth, I think not even 30 days, they dropped probably like 10 items from my credit report.
Wow.
Never seen such thing.
Very awesome.
And they're always constant giving updates, and I want to find, and thank God I found you, because part of my business is so, has to do a lot with credit. So having a partner like them to assist a lot of people that don't know any better, it's to me, it's great.
Okay.
And thank you for what you do.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take another break, and the trespassers will be back for the final segment of the first hour. The two trespassers.
Amen.
Okay. But before we break, name of the company. Cheryl, name of the company.
Trinity Enterprises, LLC. We're also known as CreditRepairLady.com. So you will find us online at Trinity Enterprises, LLC, and CreditRepairLady.com is our website.
Okay.
And we work all over the United States.
Okay. So we're going to come back with Credit Lady Repair. Did I say that right?
CreditRepairLady.com.
My mind bad, Cheryl. My mind bad. Okay.
No, don't speak that.
Okay, we're going to take a break, Pace, and we'll be back for the final segment of the first hour.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business owners, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for the Real Estate U Show, Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Central on the Global Live Network, www.reuworldwide.com. For all your commercial real estate mortgage needs, go to www.reuloan.com for both commercial real estate and business loans nationwide. 800-460-9165. That's 800-460-9165.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back. I'm E.L. Crane, and I'm joined by three miscreants in South Florida: Jennifer, Cheryl, and Amanda. Okay, The reason that they're miscreants is because they're in South Florida. So, Jennifer, you've been working with Cheryl and Amanda's mom. Give me an instance when you referred the client to them.
So I have a borrower that has she has a 689, but she, in her mind, she's determined that she does not want to do an FHA loan. One of her, she has a trade line that is not allowing, is a charge off, and it's not allowing for me to have to use. So I referred them to her for that removal. So they're right now, looking into it, working on it, and expecting results pretty soon. So those are the things that we kind of work in. I also refer them a client that we're trying. He's actually a builder, and his credit score has gone down. They at least gave me, where to start.
Right.
With him, and after he takes care of some stuff, then we'll go ahead and they'll be able to do what they do.
So Cheryl, you give Jennifer the scenario for the client to fulfill?
Absolutely. We can look at a credit report with any lender and tell them right away what's holding that score down and what they need to do to get it up. Because we look at on a score-driven model of what's on the credit report, what they need to do, if they need to match. One of the things people don't know in America is that you'll never be an 800 credit score unless you match your age with a seasoned trade line. Because some borrowers messed up their past. For myself, I'm 50 years old, so that means I should have 27 to 32 years of credit history to my name, and that's in credit cards. And people don't understand that because installment loans are an open-ended loan.
Right.
You actually have a beginning time and an ending time. So you can't build your credit history in installment loans. The only thing you get in installment loans is payment history. But credit cards, unsecured, is based on your name. It's the most valuable credit you can have, and it's based on time. How long have you had it? How much are you worth with it? And it's based on your age is how you build your credit history. So we can work with, like Jennifer, and we can look at a borrower and say, you're either using too much, you don't have enough net worth to your name to match your income. Because remember, the credit bureaus can't report you make $300,000 a year. They based you as a user because 2009 stated income went out the window.
Yes.
So based on what you have on paper and credit cards is how the credit bureaus evaluate your net worth and credit scores. America doesn't know that.
Okay, so you do the scenario, you set up I guess it's a payment plan or a program, set up the program and stuff like that. And they walk out of your office, and I heard Jennifer say you see things in 30 days. So what is you give them a window of 6 months based on governmental oversight, right?
Right,
Okay.
we have to give every customer that comes to us, whether it's one item or 50 items, we have to actually warranty a 6-month window.
Okay.
So even though we don't want to keep a customer for 6 months, we want you to be gone and go and tell people about it and go about your business.
Okay.
But we base it with a real plan development on what you need to get to what you're trying to achieve with your lender.
Okay.
Then what it's going to take to get you there with a fixed cost. Now, some people can't pay what we have to charge, $1,000 or $1,500.
Right.
Remember, this is without you settling $10,000 collections. So we can do a payment plan. Amanda can work with the borrower and their budget, but because we do work fast, we have to make sure that retainer's paid.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Before it's ended,
Okay.
because some people were done in 45 days and they're still in a payment plan.
Okay, now here's my question to you. Okay, I don't know if Jennifer told you, but I am an ROTC veteran that got thrown out of ROTC in high school. Okay, so this is in my background here. But most importantly, how far back can you go to remove negative items? How far back can you go?
We go all the way back to long as it's reported. If it's on the credit report, we take it off.
Oh.
So remember, credit reporting can last 7 to 10 years.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. As long as it's on that piece of paper and that's a tri-merge credit report, we can take it off.
Okay. All right. So now tell the watchers and listeners how to get in contact with you.
They can call us. Amanda's direct number is 407-724-5001, or the main office, 407-831-2525, or toll free, 888-461-8555. But the best way that most people find us is creditrepairlady.com. They can go right on our website, put in an online request. We'll contact them right away. Or Facebook, Trinity Enterprises LLC.
Okay.
Hit us up on Facebook. We teach every Monday night about Facebook Live, about credit and what it takes. But Amanda's going to be a great point of contact at 407-724-5001. But we have everything. We have Facebook, Twitter, website, 800 number, however is easier for the consumer.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, Credit Repair Lady is always the easiest place because it's easy to remember.
Right.
And it's a great jingle.
Okay, so so when it comes to this business, how did you get into this business?
How I got into it is I sold $100,000 phone systems. I basically built Las Vegas. I built all the slot machines. And when I was my husband said I worked for the mafia, and I didn't know it back then. But when I was building the casinos, we had 2-pair ISDN lines before DSL was even available. And when I would put my Ethernet cable in to make the slot machines all connected, my business owner's credit when I got to the table failed. I couldn't sell my Ether optic cable, my $100,000 phone systems. Some of them went up to $500,000. And I couldn't do the Ethernet cabling I needed for the casinos because they had no credit. So I started to fix the business owner's credit to get my product into my cabling sold.
Wow.
So as I started to do that, Uncle Joey started to call me and people started to call across America. And I said, where do you have a business? And they'd say, no, you fix Uncle Anthony's credit and so-and-so. And I said, yeah, but I did it for his phone system. I sell phones. Do you need cabling, internet, phones? What are you trying to do? And people started to call from all over. And the Lord started to speak to me that the number one request in churches is not get my husband off saved or my son off crack. It's God, help me with my debt. Get me out of debt. Help me with money. So the Lord started to show me Proverbs 22 verse 1. And he said, Cheryl, when you fix people's credit, you're saving their homes. You're building a future with their children. You're helping them with a good name that they're going to live at a lower cost. That's part of the covenant that we live in as Christians, is that we could be lenders and not borrowers. But a lot of America is unlearned of how to be a lender. But it all starts with your name.
Right.
Because before anybody ever asks you if you want to buy $1 million home cash, the first thing they're going to say is, great, I'm going to take your cash money, but let me pull your credit.
Right.
Because they're always going to see who you are on paper and how you pay your taxes. That's the next step. So that's exactly what we do. We walked into this and the Lord started to bless our name, take us all over America. And of course, like Amanda said, her mom was my first employee. And I tell you, from there we have 41 people, and only God can birth such a passion for us to help people with the credit. Because when you deal with people's credit too, you're dealing with their hearts, their wallet. They're mean. They're not easy people.
No. Well, I thank you for that. So, ladies, it is funny that you brought up Trinity in the church. See, I drive by the church. I'm trying to stop, but I drive by it on a regular basis. So we have a lady here who has the same mindset, not in your business, but her company name is Trinity as well.
Oh.
All right, and so Trinity Real Estate. So it's just, I just found that confluence right there. That's kind of amazing because her story is along the same line there. So tell them how to get in contact with you one more time before we put you out of your misery and get you off the show.
Amanda, what's your number, baby?
My number, my direct line, you can contact me anytime. I am on the phone till 10, 11 o'clock at night. My number is 407-724-5001. And our main office number is 407-831-2525. And I also have my mother's direct line,
Okay.
which is 407-914-3470.
Thank you
You
so
can
much.
contact me anytime.
And Amanda, I hope your mother is not suffering. I'll say it that way. I hope she is not suffering.
Amen. She's going to be at peace.
Okay. And Cheryl, I know you trying to divert all the attention over to Amanda and make her answer the phone call. What you doing? Just rolling up and down on the beach or something? You want Amanda to take all the phone calls while you all up on the beach and all that kind of stuff. What is that all about?
No. And in the website again, because Amanda does answer she's my weekend girl. So the website, creditrepairlady.com. But, Amanda did give an honor where honors due, because Amanda and Donna really have serviced Jennifer and her customers very well.
Okay.
But we are a team. So we have enough people. We're not a one-man show, and we can say that. We don't work in a basement. We're in the Chase Bank building in Winter Park, Florida, which is Orlando.
I like
We're
that.
on the whole second floor. So we are in a local area where we are really, consumers can walk in our door at any moment. But we service everywhere, from Houston, Texas, all the way up to Washington, New York.
Okay.
But just making sure people have a real company that can help them. And if we can't help them, we tell them why and what they need to do to get to a better situation.
Well, we appreciate you ladies coming on today. Thank you so much. We'll be in contact for future interviews and visits and stuff like that. And we'll see what we can do to increase the clientele. Okay?
Amen. Well, thank you for the
you.
opportunity.
Have a good one now.
Have a blessed day.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them the keys for them to go in their home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the U.S., you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Let me ask you something. Have you been thinking to yourself that it's time to start playing in the real estate big leagues? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, a weekly nationally syndicated multimedia show designed to empower both buyers and real estate industry professionals by providing tips, insights, and inspiration for all things buying, selling, and investing in real estate. Featuring a team of real estate experts, financial and new construction professionals, and weekly guest entrepreneurs, this fun and entertaining show breaks down all the complex news happening in real estate nationally. And you want to know the best part? Through the Real Estate U Show multimedia platform, you can gain access to the RMG Collective, an exclusive invitation-only real estate professionals group. Doesn't get better than that. Catch the Real Estate U Show weekly at reuworldwide.com Saturdays Eastern, 10 Central.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, I'm E.L. Crane, and we're back in the studio. I am joined by the Texas guru of mortgage, Mac Blankenship of Guaranteed Rate. He is the only person I know that you get if he gives you his bio, it's the size of an encyclopedia.
And you just took me off the camera. Look.
Yeah.
I don't have any switches over here. See my hands? Show me your hands.
Darn.
Show me your hands. There you go. There, show me. And then we have our award-winning broker, owner, Nina Ramos Salazar of Platinum One Property.
Good morning.
And see, look at it. Look at her. She is the personification of beauty by every measure.
And I do pay Yale to compliment me.
He's been rather exceptionally nice.
He's been very nice to both of us.
They've been lining up around the blocks, but I say, nope, she's not interested. She's not interested.
Yeah, he had to take down the website he created years
That's
ago.
right.
He gave up.
I gave up. I'm never going to get that bonus. And then
You are not going to get that bonus.
I'm not going to get that bonus.
Not at all.
Our friend Jennifer, she faded to black or something.
Yeah, what happened?
Where's Jen?
She was there because we had a great credit restoration guest on her.
Oh,
yeah?
really?
Yeah, it really was. It was very informative.
Were they? Did they work in Texas?
No, yeah, they work nationwide.
Oh, wow.
They work nationwide.
Okay.
All right. So hopefully she'll be back. I think Jennifer might be wrestling alligators or something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
She's
you
in
know-
Florida.
you
You
know,
never
da-
They
know.
never know.
In Miami, no.
They got alligators in Miami.
Yeah, but they don't wrestle.
Oh, they don't wrestle them?
Not in Miami.
Okay, so yesterday, I shared it earlier. I'm looking for some sympathy. All right, let's start right there. Okay, I had a wreck yesterday.
You did?
I
Was
had
it
a wreck.
your fault?
No, it wasn't my fault.
You sure?
What happened?
I'd
You
want to
know how
read the
you-
police report first.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I would want to
You know
read
how
that.
you have two lanes?
Yeah.
And like, I'm here, the car in front, and the guy behind here, he tried to shoot the gap. And when he shot the gap, I moved over and I caught the
rear
curb.
end.
I caught the curb.
Okay.
And the curb lifted me up and I hit the railing. And the railing bounced me around, so I spinned around.
No kidding.
And ran into a tree. Yeah.
No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I was fine and stuff like that. I'm mad at my car.
Why are you mad at your car? I'd be mad at the dude that
Yeah.
That's what I'm
shot the
saying.
gap.
But see,
Did
the
he
whole
stop?
thing- No.
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop. He didn't stop. And I know he saw it in his rear view mirror, but he didn't stop. But you want to know? I can tell you how many people did stop.
Oh.
They did?
Yeah.
Good.
A great many people did stop.
That's good, you know,
Yeah.
because I think the vast majority of people are just good
Exactly,
people. But
exactly.
you have, you know, never mind. I'm not going to say it on the
Okay,
air.
but so they were very nice. You need anything? Are you sure you're okay? Do I need to call somebody for you? Do you need? I mean, it was a multitude of people stopped like that.
Good.
People were slowing
Yeah,
down.
I volunteered to come pick you up.
Yeah,
You know, that's
you
highly
volunteered,
unusual.
yeah, which is out of character for him too. 'Cause,
Definitely.
You know, so it was a whole.
What
thing.
time did that happen?
1 o'clock.
No kidding.
1 o'clock.
Where
And,
at? Where at again?
You know, between when you come to Post Oak and you take that curve to go either 59 or 610.
Yes.
I
Yes, it can
run
be
that
treacherous
curve.
right there.
Yeah, but I made it around the curve, but it was me by myself. But the guy shot the gap right there, and if it had been any other time, busy time, I got taken out because I was spinning.
Yes.
Because people come around that thing at 45, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was fine. But my blessing, I'm a multiple vehicle owner. So I have to deal with rental cars and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, stuff like that. Well, it was quite interesting. Quite interesting. And the whole thing was, I remember spinning. And,
That's it. But
no,
that's all you
no,
remember?
no, that's not how I remember. I said, boy, this feels like a ride at Disneyland. I said that to myself while I was spinning.
Well, we know where your heart was. Definitely wasn't in the car.
So, so my normalcy is not everybody else's normalcy.
I guess not.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
scary.
pretty good. So, as you know, each week we go on a Real Estate U culture trip via City of the Week. But because I was in an accident, I only got opportunity to do one City of the Week.
Okay.
But I had multiple, but
Let's
I
make it
chose
good.
the best
Let's
one
make it good.
City of the Week that I come up with. Okay. Now, this is the only thing that I'm allowed to do unsupervised on the Real Estate U show by Dina, Mac, and Jennifer. All right.
That's right.
I'm not allowed to go rogue on anything else, just this. Okay? So, let me tell you about the City of the Week so that you are aware. All right? I have a 6-bedroom, 7-bath, 9,463 square foot home for the craziest price ever, $12,061,001. That sounds right. Okay. With a lightweight payment of.
I tell you what, I'm going to make. If you take the dollar away, I'll go ahead and buy it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm in.
If you take it out.
Sight unseen.
There you go.
Discount $1, and I'm good.
$1, I'm good. And with a lightweight payment of $57,251.83, I definitely got the 83 cents. I found $1 when I was cleaning up a car yesterday after I wrecked it. Okay, so I got it.
Maybe you shouldn't be allowed to drive.
I know.
That could be it too.
That might be.
That could be it too.
That might
And look, I was supposed to go to New Orleans to watch the Super Bowl game party with my family and stuff like that. I won't drive the Navigator that far, but I would have drove the Chevy that far.
Oh.
But so now I'm stuck here. Who knows what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, so now this wonderful home. Bring up the homes, Carlos. You gonna love this house. Watch this here. Look at that.
Wow.
Unreal. And where is this?
I'm gonna tell you in a second. Okay, this house is in. Look at that. You too can live like this.
In?
Sober Island, Nova Scotia.
Oh,
What's
wow.
the point?
Yeah, it's a point lot.
Sober Island, Nova Scotia. If you want to move to Sober Island, Nova Scotia, back check.
Yeah, it definitely exists.
That's a beautiful
And I'm sure you're going to tell me why. Tell us why.
Oh
it's
yeah.
called
Oh, but this is Sober Island. Look at that.
That is incredible fireplace.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
That's a fireplace.
And see, but except we got one lazy boy chair too many. Because if you have two lazy boy chairs like that, you gotta have a spouse.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have all that.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Friends can sit on the
Look
flat
at
rate.
that. What is that? Is that the back?
That's the back. That's the
No
pyramid.
kidding.
Yes. Okay. So would you like to know how it got its name?
I do.
Please.
Okay. The area got its name from the early 20th century rum runners who once docked their boats on its shore and got wasted. As one captain was departing, he supposedly said the only thing sober in this area was the island.
Right on.
There you go.
Yeah.
So this is our City of the Week because I was preoccupied yesterday.
You were too busy spinning around.
Spinning around like it was a Disneyland
Playing like
ride.
you were in Disneyland.
There you go. You know, it was a Disneyland ride, stuff like that. So that's our city away. So I'm E.L. Crane there or not. We're going to take a break from our this segment. Hopefully Jennifer will come back. If not, it's 80 degrees over there.
No.
Yes, it's 80 degrees. She probably left.
She
out.
went to the beach.
She went to the beach. She went to the beach.
Yeah.
She went to the beach.
So I was right. No alligators in Miami. I mean, who wants to wrestle alligators in Miami with beaches like that?
Yeah, but
Come on.
Yeah, because she said earlier it's 80 degrees over there. She at the beach.
Crazy.
She's at the beach. She started her Super Bowl party. And
there you go.
Yeah.
Disgusting human being. Okay. Take a break, pay some bills, Carlos. This hour is brought to you by Platinum One Properties and hashtag Mortgage Match.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Oh, we're back. I'm E.L. Crane. It's mimosa time.
Yeah. After hearing that scary story, we had to break loose with the champagne.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. We got to
orange
celebrate.
juice, yeah.
We got to
celebrate life.
We got to celebrate me being here for Mac. That way we celebrate me being here for Mac. I got to always be here for Mac.
You need alcohol. I need caffeine.
There you go.
Right.
So there you go. Now,
So we each deal with it
in life our own different ways. Now, Mac, as you know, I am a firm disbeliever in love.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, so now this is sucker weekend. All right?
It is sucker weekend.
It's sucker weekend.
It is sucker weekend.
It's sucker weekend.
Now we agree on that.
Yeah, it's sucker weekend. Okay,
It's like,
so,
hey,
yeah,
here, open your wallet and hand it
Yeah,
to
you know.
to what, the flower companies,
the candy, the jewelry, all that.
the pedicure, the manicure,
petty,
here,
everything.
Just
right?
take my wallet.
Yeah, just go. Just go.
Hey,
Yeah.
look,
Right.
y'all, just go close some deals.
There you go.
Man up,
Yeah.
okay?
Y'all go do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go close
some
deals. Thank you very much.
Now, see, I did a little test.
Yeah.
All right. I went to open table. It was put in for reservations.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing is available. It's in the nicer restaurants. Nothing is available. Okay, and so I'm like, damn, they got them suckers early this year. What the hell?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna stay home and eat soup.
Now it was raining this morning, right?
Yeah.
They still got them canopies out there with the flowers and the teddy bears and all kinds of stuff there.
Oh God.
Yeah. If you get a teddy bear from me, his name is
put me
EL.
out of my misery. Yeah.
If you get a teddy bear from me, his name is EL. That's the only teddy bear you're gonna get from me. It's just crazy out there. The people's out there.
And then the prices jack up at the restaurants too.
Yes.
It's not like they keep their normal menu.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I saw one ad yesterday in regard to housing. Bring your Valentines by. We got a deal for you.
Oh, nice.
Okay, first of all, Mr. House Seller, what if you don't have no damn Valentine? Okay.
But if you don't have a spouse, then that means you don't have a deal for me.
There you go. You're not looking out for me at all.
That's right.
It's selfish for no reason.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's been a very interesting week for me. Mr. Blankenship, when you need your training in the future, call me.
For what exactly?
Your national MLS yearly. I'm one of their instructors.
Oh, congratulations.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Are you going to give me a discount?
Yeah.
No.
I don't run nothing. I just work there. Okay. Okay. Watch this here.
I'm going to use that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't do anything. I just don't.
I
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we were in Austin for 2 days. We had the mortgage lenders roundup convention. Then we had your 8-hour class. I was only supposed to teach an hour. I wanted to teach in 4 hours because
Really?
the president, he had cancer surgery 7 months ago. This was his first time out. So we got worn down. So we were, okay, you're going to be my consultant on the Steams because I wasn't prepared for his chapters, right? So you're going to be my consultant. He was right there. We worked really well back and forth. So as I was telling the story earlier, my favorite part of the class was fraud.
Yeah.
Okay? Fair lending was one, but
how to commit it or how to avoid it? Did you?
No, it's who's doing it.
Who is doing it?
Yeah, tell us.
It's who's doing it, right? And how they're doing it.
How, please?
You have to have somebody that's complicit.
Yep.
Okay? That'd be the title company, insurance provider. All right? And this is how. One lady, okay, over the last 4 years, $19 million. Okay? What she was doing? She was doing 2 loans per borrower and putting all the paperwork together because when the paper just grew,
Yeah.
the borrower just sees the same address. So the payoff was going to the seller and the other payoff
was going to her.
Yes.
Wow.
You can't
Was
do
she a
it.
title company?
No, she was the lender. The title company had to be complicit though.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So
Was this local?
no, this was in Florida. I'm gonna tell you about the local one.
Well, yeah.
This
Can I
one.
guess? Was it like Miami?
No, it wasn't Miami.
Orlando.
Nope.
Really? Where was it?
Fort Lauderdale?
Fort Lauderdale. Okay, still South Florida.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now the one in Texas, and not the one they put on the news. They had one in Texas, right? He was not paying off refinances.
Unbelievable.
He was
At the
not
title
paying-
company.
yeah.
Now, how long do you think that's going to go on
mean,
without somebody,
somebody finding
raising a red flag?
They were paying the first 6 months worth of mortgages,
And that's it.
and then the servicing is their problem.
Yeah.
No first payment default. Servicing takes over. Now servicing has to navigate all backwards.
Yes.
Is
And
that a
audit all those backwards,
There
which
you
takes
go.
time.
Exactly.
And, who has that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then the common thread.
But he did get caught.
He did get caught. Here's the common thread that got caught, though. It wasn't the fraud that got him caught.
What was it?
It was their flamboyant spending.
I wonder what their age range was.
The lady in Florida was 47.
Uh-huh.
The young guy here was 29.
Wow.
29 years old. 29 years old. And because your top 4 states, California, Texas,
Florida,
and New York.
New York. Okay.
Yeah.
For fraud.
For fraud.
Okay.
And then they singled out different areas. Of course, Miami-Dade.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Top of the heap.
Top of the heap.
You got Harris County, Dallas County, and Bexar County. I was shocked to San Antonio. Wow. Harris County, Dallas County, Bexar County, Austin, and then Florida. Then Fort Worth, Tarrant County.
Really? Unbelievable.
My home state has 9 different areas.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy.
Stunning.
That's-
I'm stunned,
that's
right?
crazy.
I didn't think that it just was that prevalent, but I guess
It's insane.
they've created just new ways to do the same
just
old
so
thing, and
much
that's steal money from
Okay, watch this here.
from innocent people.
Unless you're a person that monitors your credit report, you are making your mortgage payment on the mortgage you know about. They're making the mortgage payment for 6 months that you don't know about. Then you find out 7 or 8, 9 months, maybe a year later, when you go to buy a car, that you got 2 mortgages on the same house.
Yeah, I monitor my
Yeah.
yeah.
But see, most people don't. That's what you find out in the class. They did a survey for non-purchasers. How often you check your credit?
Yeah.
3 years. No. 3 years. Wow. Yeah, because people are so, I got a car, I got a house, I don't need anything else. I got credit cards, I don't need to. Because most credit card companies, especially if you've been with them for a while, they're not going to shut your credit card down because you got a low score. They're going by what you've been doing with them.
Yeah.
So nobody checks. That's why 3 years.
Yeah, it's interesting, and now I can see the real value for an application, having an app on your phone, like, or even your bank. Like my bank tells me, "Hey, this is your credit score. Check it out." And
mine does too.
I check it out, right? I'm like, okay, where am I at? And I got Credit Karma, and it sent me an alert today. And so I went in there and I went because I'd paid off some credit cards, right?
Yeah, my alert can't give me. You can open up another credit card. No, I can't.
I don't want to.
I know they keep on sending me that.
No.
You
know what?
Thank you.
A bank sent me the actual card the other day.
What'd you do?
Oh yeah, I cut it right
Cut it
because it said all you have to do is activate it.
No thanks.
I'm good. No,
Good.
I got enough trouble in my wallet as it is.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But the fraud.
That's what's stunning
That
to me.
is just
I was just
incredible.
stunned, right?
The
And
fraud.
that was bold, right? Those were some bold people
have
to
to know
do
you're
what
gonna
they
get
did.
caught.
They know they're going to get caught.
But they got caught because of being flamboyant. I don't think they'd have got caught if they weren't flamboyant. Because they can't be the only ones.
They can't be the only
They
ones.
cannot be the only ones.
No.
They can't be the only ones. So they got flamboyant. Hey, look at me. Now, my father always said, when you do wrong, do it by yourself. And if you do wrong, don't tell nobody else.
That's good.
I notched that one up there, right? Just in case.
That's
Never
okay.
know.
Because my father was always saying, things like that. Like, Dad, you tell me, no. Wrong, in a lot of times in the eyes of the beholder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, I got it. So you're not talking about illegal wrong. No, he wasn't. But if you're going to do wrong. So basically, you did all this stuff, and you just told the world you doing something wrong because they know loan officers ain't making that kind of money where you can go buy what's the Maybach? It's this high-end Rolls Royce or Mercedes or something that's $250,000.
Jeez.
Boy.
All right?
Yeah.
He took the 29-year-old here,
Yeah.
took 28 friends. You hear what I said? Friends, not family, friends, to Hawaii on his dime.
Dang. Whoa.
Being what? Flamboyant.
Yeah.
I hope they put him, away for a long time.
I'm sure
a
they
long
will.
time.
Watch this here.
A long time. And, and I don't think that
Each act.
a person that deliberate and that type of endeavor does not deserve a great deal of mercy.
Each incident.
I'd be really interested in the stories behind the scene for the people that he impacted negatively.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. $1 million per incident is the fine. So they got all the money back they could take from him, right? And 30 years per incident. Minimum.
Good.
Mandatory 30 years.
So, yeah.
So it's judge's discretion if you want to run them concurrently or stack them.
I would stack them.
Okay? So it was just
He wouldn't see the light of day.
So we were sitting there going through these classes, going through these scenarios of people. I'm like, I pride myself on finding different things to get away with things, but I would have never.
No.
Let me do 2 loans at the same time on the same person.
Never.
I'd have never thought that.
Never.
And the title company people are not necessarily, they understand the paperwork and what needs to be signed and how to explain it, but I don't think they're proofreading it to match up.
No, they're not.
That sort of thing. As a matter of fact, sometimes there are duplicate copies of certain addendums and so forth.
But these were 2 loans stacked together, or actually meshed together. So the person is signing, ABC Avenue, so they're just signing ABC Avenue. They're not knowing that the title person is going in the back and separating these 2 loans. One is going over here packaging, one is going over here packaging. One wire is going here, one wire is going
so
there.
they actually they did because they had to separate the two.
They had to separate. That's why they're totally complicit.
And that's how she got away with it.
That's exactly.
Because I was thinking, if you got to send that to the lender for funding, then they would catch that, but she didn't.
No. No. So, and basically, if the lender is not pushing you time-wise, get it done right then and there, you got time to break everything out.
Oh, unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. It's let me tell you something. And then, of course, I started off the class with, everybody raise your hand if you look good in orange. That was my So then, before we go to break, fair lending, and I want to talk to you about that when we're back. I'm E.L. Craig. This is the Real Estate U Show. I'm joined by Mac Blankenship of Guaranteed Rate and our award-winning broker owner, the vivacious and lovely and dynamic Dina Ramos Salazar, who had the kindness in her to bring me mimosas.
I did. I heard he needed it.
There you go. Because I had a traumatic experience yesterday.
Yeah, you were spinning around in a car like you were in Disneyland.
There you go. And nobody.
There's Jen.
Hi, guys.
Were you wrestling alligators or did you go to the beach?
I made a dip for the beach.
Told you.
Right.
Not wrestling
Take a break.
alligators in Miami.
Look, now that she showed up, we're going to take a break.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid, and now I've finished educating Mac on how to become a criminal. Okay.
Sure did. It's just shocking information. I was just texting a friend of mine who got a letter in the mail that her loan was being sold.
Yep.
And I'm like, please confirm that.
Yeah.
I
am. I'm telling my clients at closing,
got you.
look, here's your first payment letter. Your first payment's going to go to guaranteed rate, but whatever you get in the mail, you look at it, pick up the phone, and confirm.
That's right.
Go online. Go online, and if it says, hey, create an account here, go and legitimize that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, and like one of the things of fair lending, and I thought the president of the company was going to put me out the room when I was talking about fair lending.
Why?
Well, see, I told him, I said, look, fair lending, you can't discriminate because of race, color, religion, sexual orientation, stuff like that. But I told everybody, you can discriminate if they short, if they ugly.
Lord have mercy. We were doing so
doesn't
good.
learn.
We were doing so good.
He did get in big trouble last year, at least once or twice, and now he said he was through with all that.
So I said, the president of the company said, that's not true. I said, it's not. It should be. So we were going through that. I said, okay, how about this? If we have a room full of borrowers, and he says, yes. How about I say, good-looking people to the front of the line, ugly people to the back?
And the ones in the back get a higher rate than the ones in the front.
I said that. I totally said that.
Of course you did. I've been hanging out with you for 3 years on Saturday.
So he says, no, that either.
I think I can mimic you at this point.
He says, no, you can't do that either.
Oh, my.
So he said, just what's on the screen, EL, just what's on the screen.
So after all your shenanigans, they still let you stay for
They
the
still let me stay and teach some more,
yeah.
right? Something like that. But it was really, really great. And I know RESPA now. I knew RESPA. I know RESPA now.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. See, the whole thing is there are certain things and tools you not give people. Giving me all the information on RESPA and how to modulate it is like giving a 3-year-old a machine gun. Okay? I'm just...
don't they know you need to be supervised?
In that regard, yes. Because I sent Jason and Carrie a message. I said, I know RESPA now. You can't tell me nothing. And they see, what are you talking about? I just taught RESPA. The good, the bad,
and the ugly.
The evil. I told them, the good, bad, and the evil. That's what I said. So they said,
so what did you learn specific about
what was,
RESPA that you think the audience ought to know?
Okay, here you go. You cannot reward for business.
No, that's sort of a given.
Excuse me. But, like, Dina closes the deal at BRPS Title.
You can't give her cash.
I can't give her cash.
That's right.
I can't even take her to lunch one-on-one.
Yeah.
All right? But I can take Dina at her office to lunch.
Yeah.
It's marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have the office there. Because Dina is going to be there pontificating about my wonderfulness. So it's marketing. All right?
Okay.
There's no such thing about $25 or $50. That's all a myth. It's all about structuring and appearance. If it appears you are soliciting business, if it appears you are rewarding business, this is why I understand now why other title companies were telling on me, because they thought I was doing something. I've never been in violation.
Violation of RESPA.
I've never been in violation of RESPA. And then the lender, you can actually support agents. You can't reward agents.
Yeah. I see that in the way that we've designed certain platforms that we offer.
You
real
can
estate
support,
agents, complimentary. Yeah.
Exactly. You can support.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
right.
reward.
That's right.
Because when you say, if I do this, no, if you do this, I'll do this.
Yeah, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can. But you can't say, "Hey, Dina, we just closed a loan together. If you want me to close any more of your loans, I'm telling you, I'll give you $250." Can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Yeah.
But you can support Dina's efforts to market listings.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You can support Nina's efforts to facilitate opportunities for her agents.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. But you cannot lift them up like that.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, like, so I'm telling you, I got a machine gun.
Wow.
Look here. I was reading my book last night. What are you gonna do next, people? That's my book.
Yeah.
There we go.
I bet you wish you had that information last year.
Oh, I'd been raised all kind of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at it's like, watch me now, damn it, watch me now.
Yeah.
But I still, but I still believe that good-looking people should be at the front of the line and ugly people should be at the back. But that is never gonna change, okay? So then his name is Dave Luna, really nice guy, right? Very funny, very very charismatic, stuff like that. And Dave says, why do you believe it? I said, because my mother said don't bring ugly people to our house.
So you blame it on your mother, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I had a traumatic childhood.
Yeah. And if you did, what'd she do?
Huh?
And if you did bring somebody ugly, what'd she do?
Oh, she'd
run you out.
Oh, she'd go to the woman. True story. I know we spoke to a real estate, but I need to, Ella Rose Crane. Ella Rose Crane. I need to say Ella Rose Crane so you can understand E.L. Crane, okay? My mother told one of my brothers, I quote, I told you about bringing them ugly things in my house. I'll be
in front of her?
In front of her. Oh. And I'll be damned if I'm going to have some ugly grandchildren.
That explains it all.
What'd your brother do?
He just like, what you gonna say? What you gonna say? Okay? So, when my mother called you out for your unattractiveness,
You better be quiet.
And so, I might have married bad, but I got the memo on the look part. The inside of the book might have been horrible as hell, but the outside of the book looked good as hell.
Oh, Lord help us, please.
Right. It's not my fault. So now that you understand where I come from, Ella Rose Crane, all right? My mother would come to the house, Punk, what you doing? That's my mother, all right? Not your name, Punk, what you doing? I'm sitting on the couch. Have you taken out the trash? No. Well, Punk, go take out that trash. See, that was it. So
I'm going to piggyback off that and turn that into a real estate item. So you go to a house, and it looks so pretty, and you're walking through, get it inspected. I don't care what's happening.
That's right.
Because you don't know what's going on in that house, but inside that house.
That's right. The inside.
Yeah,
outside look good.
Outside's looking good. The pictures look really great.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that was our real estate moment in correlation to my family
Thank
upbringing.
you. I had to save him.
It's funny you say that because I had a transaction 2 months ago where, you looked at the pictures on HAR and you're just like, wow, this is gorgeous, right? But the inspection was just awful, right? There was water, and it was one of those houses on a regular foundation, and there was water sitting underneath, and there was zero insulation in the walls.
Oh, wow.
It was just horrible, right?
And when I worked for a builder years ago, I used to tell people all the time, it's not what you see, it's what's behind the wall.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
What's
right.
behind the
So
wall.
this is, yeah.
That's why you're right. Inspections are different necessary.
So,
right
exactly.
Punk, did you put insulation?
There you go. There you go.
Punk, is there water sitting underneath the house?
Before, there's another thing, my mother's favorite word, tramp.
Oh, well, I'm not.
Tramp?
I'm not even sure that's politically correct.
Oh, well, anyway.
Punk, I go with that.
No, my mother would say stuff like, I can't believe you brought that tramp around.
I can't believe you said it on the air.
Mom, you don't even know the woman. She got tramp written all over her. Or you just can look at somebody and say tramp.
Is it time to go to a break yet?
Okay, I think somebody overloaded that mimosa.
Explain it, my traumatic childhood.
Yeah, looking at the bottle, I think you're right. Yeah.
I'm explaining my traumatic childhood.
Sorry, guys.
God help us.
Okay, before we go to break, one more thing about my mother. All right?
Okay.
When my mother was terrified that she was going to have an ugly grandchild, she said, well, I can't call my own grandchild ugly, so I'm going to call him Precious. These are true stories, people. These are true stories. I'm telling you. She said, "Wait, gonna still be my grandchild, so I'm just gonna call it Precious. This is ugly.
Oh my gosh.
Sure, it's time for break.
So you understand? Now, do you understand?
Yes.
You understand? That's like I used to always ask my father, "Daddy, how was you married to Mom?" I used to have my father. Cause my father was like, he did his thing, but my father was like suit and tie, every day, stuff like that. So basically, there was Hell and Hellraiser. I don't know. So on that note, we're gonna take a break. I promise we're gonna do the Real Estate News Show. We come back and not talk about Ella Rose Crane and some of her things.
You had to come.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for the Real Estate You Show, Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Central on the Global Live Network, www.ruworldwide.com. For all your commercial real estate mortgage needs, go to www.ruloan.com for both commercial real estate and business loans nationwide. 800-460-9165. That's 800-460-9165.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hi, I'm Naomi, founder of Butler Media, a digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
This was a proud sponsor of KNL 1.1 FM. This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, bills is playing, and they've learned enough about my lovely mother.
That was hilarious.
True stories, people. I can give you information to my sisters. They can verify everything I just said. Okay. Do we have is she on?
Carlos?
No, she's
No,
not on yet.
okay.
So, Jennifer, when it comes to fair lending, are you fair?
Jen, I'm not sure I would answer that.
What?
I'm technically the fifth.
Of
I'm
course.
going to plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah, because
You have to be.
But you know, there's subtle manipulations and prejudices and discriminations. You know the thing I learned about? You can be discriminatory based upon bias and stereotyping.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
One of the things I learned was the assumption in the credit markets are that all Asians have money and great credit.
And that's not true.
It's not true.
Absolutely.
All right? And the assumption is that all people of color are trying to get over.
What does that mean?
Fraudulent, manipulate, stuff like that, you know, embellish information, you know, Mac's favorite word with me, embellish. Okay. But you know, that all white people have great credit.
That's not true.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, these are the things because, and so one of the things I told the loan officer, I said, you need to market the community, not the market.
You know, from my perspective, I can just say that the approach I've always taken, no matter who the borrower is just sort of an open book type scenario. Look, like just, you know, even if you pull credit and it's not where it needs to be today,
right?
That, you know, don't just write them off, right? And
That's
a lot of
true.
and they'll go to other lenders and other people and they'll just write them off. And, you know, I can tell you, I spent some time with people this week where they're just not going to be able to buy a house right now.
Right.
But it might be 6 months, 12 months, might be 2 years. But
you know,
by the time I'm finished with them, they're going to call me and only me.
But one of the things is, and now this is something else I learned from teaching the
But
class.
do you think just discounting people like that is a form of discrimination?
It is a form of discrimination.
That's
and
the
people
point I
can
was
file
trying to make.
complaints.
That's right.
It's a form of discrimination.
Yeah. Just
But
because you don't have the credit score, say, sorry, I can't help you.
Now, number one city for discriminatory mortgage practices. What do you think it is?
New York.
Nope.
What?
Jennifer? City?
LA.
Nope.
LA.
Dina?
I don't know.
Houston, Texas.
Houston?
Houston, Texas has the largest.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Houston, Texas has the largest complaints about discriminatory mortgage practices than all of the
That's
seven.
unbelievable.
And double for the rest of Texas combined.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I can just tell you that, you know, I'm sort of shocked, but then thinking retroactively about some of the encounters I've had with borrowers who are like, well, you know, they just wouldn't give me the time of day.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
They
it.
pulled credit, and that's all I heard.
Assumption.
That's it. It was
It's all
over.
based on assumption.
They pulled credit. That was it. Never heard back from them. It was just done.
Right. And then there's a bank who shall remain nameless.
He'll tell us at the break
Yeah,
first.
he will.
Okay, they got too much money. They really might go after me.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a bank who makes their LOs memo it the why. All right?
Okay.
I mean, there was a memo, and this was the memo. Okay? Don't provide more than 17% mortgage approvals to this group.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't provide more than 23% to this group.
Uh-oh.
Yes, all right?
Uh-oh.
And they were redlining.
That's a no.
Yeah,
No.
they were redlining. They didn't use.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's
it's
in
still
today's
there.
world,
It's still
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's still there. And so, as we were going in depth into this process, the thing that really stood out the most for me, that people are taking positions of power to alienate people. To alienate people.
Well, that was very clear. Never mind. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
Last administration.
Yeah. To alienate people. Yeah.
But you know, redlining was actually it was an endeavor that was endorsed not just by the private sector, but even
Right.
government endorsed
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw Houston, that was shocking to me.
Yeah.
I have to admit it was shocking to me. All right. But then you have to remember, metropolitan Houston encompasses a lot of rural areas. Not rural in its truest sense, but it stretches out to Montgomery. It stretches out to Waller.
And
it stretches
way out in Montgomery.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So then you go to breaking it down, and the absolute biggest perpetrator of this, community banks.
Wow.
That's why the community banks. That's why they're getting on the community banks. They've moved over the CRA requirements, Community Reinvestment Act requirements, into mortgages.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Because they are just because some of the reasons they showed a memo. They showed an actual memo. They blacked out the bank. It just said bank. But if you can read, you can know which bank it was. All right. Don't give them a loan. They're too uppity.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it said. Don't give them a loan. They're too uppity.
Wow.
All right. When did mortgage loans have to go to loan committee?
Never.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have some banks out there are sending mortgage requests to loan committee. Discriminatory.
That is discriminatory.
Totally discriminatory. Yeah, stuff like that. So it's just kind of crazy out there. So in this market that we're in right now, there's a lot of volatility still, but there's a lot of inventory coming online right now. So Dina, when you're going out there showing people houses right now, what is the temperature in regard to their excitement? Are they excited because they can buy a house, or they get drawn back because they're losing out on bids?
Both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. If they're lucky and we're in on the house right away, make a decent offer, if not a full price offer.
Right.
They're happy and excited. The momentum keeps going, but depending on the price range and the area that they're looking in, I mean, there's certain variables that complicate that question. But there is more inventory coming available, as you said. But I've noticed, that the buyers, they've heard so many horror stories.
Yes.
And so they are apprehensive. And I confirm with them, look, this is the way it's going to go. If we're lucky, this is going to happen. Otherwise, we're just going to stay in the game until the right property comes along. Yeah, hang in there. It's a process.
Yeah, Jennifer, when it comes to the borrower with the pre-approval, how are you having to extend the pre-approval because it's so volatile out there trying to get a contract accepted?
They have, you know what, I am going to say that it depends on the realtor. I have realtors that I give them a pre-approval and they're able to get pre-approval, an offer right away. But there's some that I see that it takes them a little bit longer. And this is, to me, is about experience, and educating the buyer, like there's certain things that you need to do in order to be in the winning position.
Right.
So,
okay. So how about you, Mac?
I don't know that I can address it specifically, but I can tell you that recently I have a young man that is just exacerbated, right? He's trying to buy his first house. He's making really, really good money, and he just hasn't been successful. But I started talking to him, and I'm like, well, how much earnest money did you offer? Well, $1,000.
That ain't happening.
I'm like, okay, so how much option fee? $100.
Oh, that ain't happening.
I'm like, okay. So we really need to I need to have a conversation with you and your real estate agent.
That's right.
Yeah, we need to have a real conversation. But I can also tell you that I had a situation just yesterday, and appraisal came in low, and it was a government loan, came in substantially low, and the seller's like, sorry, I'm just going to put it back on the market. But he did come down a little, but not a lot, right? And so me and the real estate agent are like, well, what can we do to make this work? Because we're only the buyer was willing to make up half of the difference.
Oh wow.
Okay, and so me and the real estate agent are visiting, and we're like, okay, what can we do to bridge that gap, right? And the real estate agent said, well, I'll do this. And you say, what can you do? And I'm like, well, you know, the type of loan it is, I mean, we don't even charge closing costs on a VA loan, right?
Yeah.
We don't. So, but the alternative was, look, rates have just gone up so much.
Right.
I'm like, if he busts out of this deal, the rates are going to be a 0.5% higher.
Yeah.
Right? So why don't we just raise it a quarter and take the premium, and and we'll put the premium towards the difference, and you put your portion towards the difference, bridge that gap and close.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's smart.
Yeah,
Boom.
you have
We're
to.
closing.
You have to be smart.
Yeah.
And real estate agents that don't want to play that game, I get it. It's you know, but
Right.
you got to think, how long did it take you to find that house right down this in today's
Right.
market? You know. You may be showing 20, 30 homes.
That's
true.
true.
Multiple offer situations, losing and winning and back and forth.
That's right.
And it's exhausting for everyone.
I saw, you talking about option fee?
Mm-hmm.
Contract came in the other day, and it was 2 checks. Earnest money and option fee.
Yeah.
But I thought it was earnest money. $5,000 option fee.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
$5,000 option fee.
Yeah.
They wanted that house that bad.
That's right.
Option fee. This
That's
is
right.
not going towards your down payment or their closing costs. This is
It will.
It will.
Right?
You get paid for it?
Yeah, it will go towards that, right? If as
Option
long as they
fee?
close, the option
Yeah,
fee,
as
as long
long
as
as
they
you
close.
don't bust
Okay.
out.
Yeah, as long as
So
you don't bust out.
$5,000.
Yeah, yeah,
I was shocked.
yeah.
But that's how they won. That's how they won the bid.
I have a transaction where the house was listed for $350, they bid $380, and they waived the appraisal, waived the inspections, and they're like, let's order the appraisal as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And look, it still came in $5,000 higher than what they bid it out at. But again,
Wow.
it's people that are moving from other parts of the country,
that's
right? And the price range that they were in, it was just like, phew, man, this is like 2/3 of what I would pay
Exactly.
here. And
Versus
so we'll
California.
just write a
Right.
check for the difference,
And
Mac.
that's what they're doing.
And we just have to have a place to live because we're relocating with our company.
Now, this is one thing. I was when I was researching this week to do the class, you know, because I mean it was right there in my face. California, Texas, Florida, New York.
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So in Florida, in Jen's neck of the woods, all right.
He's going to pick on you now,
Okay.
Jen.
All right,
None of that here for sure.
all right. They have more cash buyers than anybody in Florida.
What do you think that is?
Money laundering.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, hey, that makes
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah,
Just
you
go
know.
read the FBI report.
Yeah, so like, you know, so money laundering. Yeah. When I read that, money laundering.
Yeah.
The first thing in my head right
Me
there.
too.
Money laundering.
I mean, the city was built on what? Anybody know during the 80s? Come on, everybody
Oh,
knows.
the coke trade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coke trade, yeah. That was
Okay.
Those
number
skyscrapers
one
were
reason.
built from the coke trade.
Yeah, but the whole thing was, I was looking at that and the cash buyers. Now that benefits the real estate professional, of course. All right. So you look at the cash buyers. You have all these cash buyers in South Florida. All right. Cash buyer city in Texas. What do you think it is? Before we go to break.
Cash buying city.
The
What's
biggest
cash buyers in Texas?
the city that has the most cash buyer transactions in the state of Texas.
Dallas?
Who?
Dallas.
Nope.
Dallas?
Don't say San Antonio.
San Antonio.
No kidding.
San Antonio. Yes. San Antonio.
And why do you think that is?
They're coming from South America. Spanish language city.
Okay.
Cash and carry. So on that note, we're gonna take a break and pay some bills. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna visit with my good friends Jennifer Nina Ramos Salazar, and the bubbly Mac Blankenship.
Thank you, E.O.
He is bubbly. He's bubbly. Take a break, Carlos.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them keys for them to go in home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the U.S., you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Let me ask you something. Have you been thinking to yourself that it's time to start playing in the real estate big leagues? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, a weekly nationally syndicated multimedia show designed to empower both buyers and real estate industry professionals by providing tips, insights, and inspiration for all things buying, selling, and investing in real estate. Featuring a team of real estate experts, financial and new construction professionals, and weekly guest entrepreneurs, this fun and entertaining show breaks down all the complex news happening in real estate nationally. And you want to know the best part? Through the Real Estate U Show multimedia platform, you can gain access to the RMG Collective, an exclusive invitation-only real estate professionals group. Doesn't get better than that. Catch the Real Estate U Show weekly at REUworldwide.com Saturdays Eastern, 10 Central.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. Dina Rainbow Salazar and Mac Blankenship are still here. It's 12:05 Central Standard Time and 1:05 Central Standard Time, where the weather is better than it is here right now.
I mean, look.
She got no sleep.
Look, she's got no sleep.
Got no sleep.
Look at us.
No sleep.
It is beautiful, people. Beautiful.
Oh, hush.
Boo hiss.
Exactly. Boo
I
hiss.
know. We're all jealous of you.
Yeah, just mean for no damn reason.
I know.
Okay. So, Mr. Blankenship.
Yes.
You just you were introducing a new doctor program?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a new doctor program, zero down up to $1 million. And let me grab the...
I needed to be zero down to $2 million.
Well, that's not happening. But yeah, purchase and rate term refinances up to $1 million at 100%. Minimum requirement for FICO is 720. We'll go 95 up to 1.5.
Can I get an exception?
No MI.
Can I get an exception?
No MI?
No MI.
Can I get an exception?
For no.
On the credit score?
No.
If you really wanted my business, you'd give me an exception.
Well, I think the credit score is the defining the defining instrument for wanting your business. Or not.
But you know, I am a doctor.
Of what?
Feel good.
I was thinking something else, right?
I was like, I didn't know what he was.
I was thinking doctor, acronym BS.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever works for you. He's been called worse.
I have totally been called worse.
Absolutely, right?
I've totally been called
I'm like
worse.
all in. I've been called a lot worse. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So 720 credit score for the doctor.
Yeah, max DTI 43%. You can do single families, condominiums, PUDs, townhomes. And you got to have just 2 months reserve requirements. That's not too bad.
2 months is
just 2
not
months.
bad at all.
How about you got any 100% for self-employed?
No.
Jennifer, self-employed, no 100%. No. Oh, y'all making people give up money. Okay, 100% in general.
No.
Jennifer.
You know, we had one. I had a broker that had it, but they said it wasn't too much of a thing, and they just took it away.
Yeah,
Just
you know,
mean people.
I've had experience with that product, right? And you know, every time you present it, and I think Jen just said it, right? Every time you present it, the MI and the rates are so high relative to what you could do if you just got 3%.
Right.
You know, it's just sort of a no-brainer. Mm-hmm.
So we raised the lending limit 647-200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
18% over the previous years.
Right.
Yeah.
But watch this here. There's literally nothing available from 5 to 600,000.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally nothing available.
It's super competitive, right? Super competitive.
Literally nothing
Yeah.
available. So how do we? This is being visionary. Okay. How do we get buyers who can close into the marketplace in such volatile inventory areas?
Ask that question again.
Okay, you have these buyers.
Okay,
they qualify for between 5 and 600,000.
Okay,
okay, but there's no $500,000 or $600,000 inventory.
That's right.
Okay, so I mean, are we looking at trying to do programs with forgivable debt on seconds? Are we looking at? I mean, what are we doing?
I find that they're buying a new house.
We got another who's this trespasser? Who is this trespasser?
Hey, Krista. Hey.
Hi, Krista.
Hi there, how are you?
You really want to know or you just being polite?
Just being polite.
Okay.
I'll say it for you. How about that?
Okay. Dina Rainbow Salazar, since you invited this woman to just infiltrate my bunker, okay. You know
so this is
your bunker.
So this is Krista Sherman, and she is the salesperson for Gihan Homes in Mont Bellevue.
Oh.
So she's going to just talk us through some of her products there and tell us some highlights. What?
She don't remember me.
Krista,
I don't believe that. She's just not willing to admit it publicly.
Oh, that's what it is?
That's what I think it is.
I know, Krista. She don't remember. That's okay. My low self-esteem is legendary.
Yeah,
but I'm going to get over this. Carlos, take me down.
Basically, out here in Mount Bellevue, growing area, 4 miles north of I-10. I mean, St. Augustine Meadows is the community, beautiful area. We've got 15 different floor plans we offer, starting in the 420s. Oversized home sites, we just opened section 2. I mean, we are still building from dirt for buyers. I know there's a lot of builders that have kind of put that on hold. Our floor plans start 2,400 square feet and up. Low taxes and excellent school district. Barbers Hill ISD is top rated. In Mount Bellevue, like I said, it's growing. There's so much to do out here. You've got Eagle Point Golf Club. You've got Mount Bellevue City Park. There's just so much to do. And I mean, it's definitely a great place to live. And again, I mean, Guillen Homes has got such a beautiful product, especially with all you know, the windows and the high ceilings and just energy efficiency. I mean, it's definitely been a great experience being out here in Mount Bellevue.
Krista, do you have any homes that are ready for move-in at this time?
I do, actually. I have 3 quick move-in homes now, and I have a ton under construction. And then, like I said, I mean, we are still building from scratch for buyers. You know, and because I know that right now inventory is really low all over the city.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how long are you going to be there today if anybody's listening that wants to go check out the community?
I'll be here till 6 today.
Okay.
And then tomorrow we're here 12 to 6 as well. But I mean, you know, you can reach me anytime on my cell or email. Our website has great resources with virtual tours, pictures. I mean, and we've got communities all over the city. So it's Guillen Homes is definitely, you know, beautiful, has beautiful homes.
So if someone's listening and wanting to know more about Guillen Homes in Mount Bellevue or any community, what is the best number to get a hold of you?
Well, the best number to get a hold of me, I mean, it's 281-361-7355. I mean, and you can call or text me anytime.
This is Krista Sherman, and I've worked with her in the past. She's an excellent salesperson, goes above and beyond for her clients to walk through the door, always providing excellent service. Whenever I've worked with you, it's been awesome. I can tell you that. So what is your favorite aspect of the Guillen Homes for you, Krista?
I mean, Guillen Homes, we are a production builder, but I will tell you, I mean, we are probably as close to custom in the production industry for new homes, just because, I mean, we have so many different options that we give buyers, you know, the choice to make whether they want to, you know, add those things or not. We have a beautiful design center where they can customize, you know, every inch of their home. And I think being in this area and this price point, I mean, I think people having those options is so important.
And you know, Mount Bellevue is not really that far
It's
off
not.
the beaten path. You know, you don't hear a lot about it, but it's not.
Well, we have Highway 99 about to, you know, under construction. That's literally less than 2 miles from my community.
Wow, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's a
That's a
huge
big
deal,
deal.
right?
Thank
Because
you.
you know they've been working on that for many 20 years, 2 decades, or
Because you got
3 decades.
99.
Yeah.
Beltway 8, 610, loop. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's a good piece of information.
So, Chris, how do people get in contact with you?
I'm sorry?
How do they get in contact with you?
I mean, you can call or text me, 281-361-7355, or you can come by the model anytime.
What's the address of the model?
The address of the model is 11707 St. Augustine Drive, Mount Bellevue, 77535.
This is Krista Sherman with Guillen Homes in Mount Bellevue. Thank you so much for sharing that information, and I hope that some of your buyers today will drop in and say they heard about you from our show.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks, Krista.
Thanks, Krista.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and make sure that Adorable was back up on the screen.
Yes, indeed.
There I go.
As long as
I thought
you
you were
don't
talking
call
about me.
You know he didn't call himself Precious.
No.
She called me a few other things, but pressure wasn't one of them.
I bet.
Okay.
I bet.
Okay, pay some bills, Carlos. This hour is brought to you by The Designer's Niche and RMG The Collective.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the big title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our MO program, the Round Table Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
This was a proud sponsor of KY 91.1 FM.
Okay, bills are paid. I'm Bill Crane. I'm in the studio by Dina Ramos Salazar. Platinum One Properties. She's our award-winning broker owner. And we also have Mac, he of the salt and pepper beard thing, working over there with guaranteed rate. He put it on this morning at Target. And then we have Jennifer Nina, My Mortgage Inc., and our resident double threat. She also does real estate consultation and sales in Florida. And I'm E.L. Crane. Everybody's.
And we are not.
Yes.
Everybody's.
Let's be clear about it.
Everybody's. That's where I am. I'm everybody's blessing. Okay. Count your lucky stars. You know me. Okay. Because I am your way to get into heaven. Okay.
See, he talks to himself that way every morning in the mirror.
Wow. Right. I think he rehearsed before he gets here. Right.
That's what I'm doing.
That's his daily action.
Hey. If I don't propagandize myself, who is?
Exactly.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I'm with him on that, man. I'm all about that.
I'm all positive about down in you.
My lowest self-esteem is legendary. But always remember, my sweetness is your weakness.
Okay, let's move on, folks.
What?
Don't we have something real estate to talk about?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Or do you need another mimosa?
I don't need another mimosa.
One is enough
for sure.
Okay. So Dina Ramos Salazar, you got new listings.
Yep.
I thought nobody was listing. What's going on in the market?
We're getting ready. We have an open house going on right now.
Okay.
It's in downtown area. It's 429 Meadows Street in Houston, Texas. If you want to look that up online, that's a beautiful 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, single family home, gated community, rooftop deck.
Is that the one we did last week?
Yes.
Yes, that's awesome.
So they have. They were going to chime in if the crowd dissipates.
They have a crowd.
They have a crowd in there right now.
Do they really?
Yeah, for the open house.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we have a few other people that put their homes up and they got contracts right away, so those are off the table.
Okay.
But there are others that are actually getting the homes ready. So we talk about getting a home ready. Keep in mind this, and it's wonderful if your realtor can walk through the home. We're not trying to cover up any existing problems, but if you have repaired a problem and you didn't cosmetic repair it afterwards, that's before you put the house on the market in order to get top dollar and not to scare away potential buyers into thinking there's something horrible happening there in the home. Okay. Decluttering is another thing you want to do, and deep clean. Just to start off with. But when your realtor or potential listing agent goes to the home, they'll not only review the comps with you in the neighborhood, but it is going through the house and giving suggestions
Right.
as to what can help sell the home faster once it's listed.
Now, on in that scenario there, you know, because it is getting ready to be buying season,
Mhm.
you know, do you think we're going to have more people come in this year than last year? Because, you know, people didn't want anybody in their house.
That's true.
You know, I'm trying to figure, you know, because I went and looked at with one of the agents in RMG, penthouse yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Not a, you know, high rise.
High-rise, yeah.
High rise. Condo, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, private elevator, $1.7 million. But then I found out something that was kind of strange.
What?
35% of the units in that building are investors.
Yeah.
And investors are leasing out those condos $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 a month.
Wow.
I'm like, to who?
Yeah, probably international travelers.
You think this is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of wealth internationally.
Well, yeah, but I'm just.
Yeah, and people just like to come visit maybe and stay a while.
There's nobody I want to visit or stay a while with. Okay.
Yeah. Not at that price, huh?
No, not at that price.
Not at that price, for
no,
sure.
Not, you know, so you know, I'm just looking at, like, I just got a cash deal email, right? It's $270,000 cash, and he wants the cost. So I sent him out the sheet already. He then responded back, "Don't worry about it. I already sold it
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
for $305,000."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, last weekend I was visiting Pulte Homes in Briarmont.
Right.
Remember we were
Yeah.
there doing our presentations?
Yeah.
Anyhow, they had 6 contracts in one weekend, last weekend.
Yeah.
And so they, you know, their inventory that's left is like at 50%.
Yeah.
So from the original
Right,
when
from
we
the
went, so they
19,
had,
yeah.
but the good thing about them, and we're talking about investors, right? So investors that see opportunities in which they can buy a home, they don't have to repair anything.
Right.
It's a brand new home.
Right.
They want to keep it and hang on to it as an investment. And the closer you are in proximity to central Houston or downtown,
Sure.
which that one is,
That's what it is, yes.
the rent rates vary according to the size of the property from $2,500 to $3,600 a month. So that more than covers your mortgage, and that's what they know. And they're not going to be called every other day for repairs because the home is new,
It's
right?
under warranty.
So, so anyway, as long as you don't Airbnb it, you can do a short, like a 6-month, you know, on up lease.
Right.
To keep the continuity of the community in check, but you know, that's a very good way of investing your money, I think, for some people. Yeah, something to think about.
You know, I was listening. You know, I'm really sort of just a handsome geek, right? And I was listening to NPR this week.
I want
right?
another mimosa.
Look at he needs the second round after that.
Yeah, but I was listening to a discussion about fair housing or equal housing and or what is it? What's the
Equity and lending?
Well, not necessarily that, but about the evolution of the private equity firms and the really institutional investors in real estate, because we've never experienced this level of investor in the marketplace
No, we haven't.
specific to buying, you know, what would traditionally be a family home, right? But what happened is, in the discussion, they were talking about the Great Recession, and there were so many foreclosures that the government went to these private equity firms and these institutional investors and encouraged them to go out and buy up this property, right? And so they held these properties, and then they watched the values go up, right? And then they turned around and or leased them, and or they turned around and sold them in some of the what for sale by owner type companies that own, you know, these are just institutional investors, private equity firms that just own an enormous number of homes nationwide. And what they've discovered is that, guess what? It's a pretty darn good investment.
Yeah.
So what they've done is they've really, you know, are pushing forward to create a much larger portfolio of real estate, which has created an enormous competitive situation for the traditional family, and it's really pushed up the prices. And so in the final analysis of it all, though, how do we create a different paradigm where, it just seems tragic that in a 250 price range that, a family's having to compete with a private equity firm out of New York City or out of California or even out of South America or China or Europe.
But see, that's why the builders
for their housing
are capping investment or not allowing investment at all.
Yeah, but you don't have that in the resale market.
In the resale, well,
okay.
there are some sellers that have very much sentimental value in their home.
Right.
They raise their children there, etc. And many realtors were using this strategy to, in the case that somebody had a heart with the competition going on, they provide that cover letter.
I think that's
really
important.
Directly from the buyers.
Yeah.
And they would, just like spill their heart out as to why they fell in love with the house,
right,
what their intentions are with the house. Then they would include a picture of the family, the pet.
Yeah.
I mean, and it just, this bam. And that was like the cover letter before, in front of the offer.
That's right.
And it made a difference for a lot of people.
It makes a difference, right? I have a client, a Marine Corps veteran and single dad. I'm like, dude, you gotta tell the seller in your situations when you're going in competitive situations that, hey, you served your country and you're serving your community by being a single dad.
Oh, good.
Now, but VEL was my client. He would tell me to shove the letter. He's going to say, who's got the most money?
She nailed that, didn't she?
Totally. Where's the check? Where's the check?
Let's make sure it clears.
That's right. As long as the check clear, we good.
Let's make sure the funds are good.
That's it, yo. Have you verified those funds? That's all I'm interested in knowing, okay? All those, I don't give a damn about your puppy dog. Yeah, where the check at?
I know.
But if you really think about it, we've never, ever had this many institutional investors, this many private equity firms in the marketplace competing with our families that want to own homes. And I think that there's a disconnect and some disparity in that. And I think that, it's kind of like the Monopoly game, right? And eventually, you play it long enough, one person's going to have all the money, right?
Well,
and I think that unless, that responsible government, local and state and federal government step in, that's what's going to happen, right? You're going to have these private equity firms push the prices so high that it's not affordable anymore for the average American family.
And even the rent rates have started to just skyrocket.
And they were discussing that, and the part of that.
I think they're the ones that are pushing that up. And I think the government is trying to do, put guidelines about it, but not quick enough. The Dodd-Frank, now every time you buy an investor, individual buys more than 3 investments, now you're required to get licensed. But if you read the laws, it has a limitation on LLC or trust to buy. So people go around and do those things.
And in the discussion that I was listening to, they were the advocates for our homeowners and the people that are leasing these places are advocating that, hey, look, if you get your money from Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae need to be sort of the overseers of the rights of the individual as opposed to the investor.
Okay, so then we're going to take a break, but you got to remember one thing going out. Freddie and Fannie are 2 different products.
But they both provide single-family dwelling.
And
multifamily.
Yeah, but the dynamic is Freddie is more pliable and flexible than Fannie. They're much more pliable and flexible than Fannie. So when you're educating these consumers, they need to be made aware. Hey, is this a Fannie Mae loan? Is this a Freddie Mac loan? Stuff like that. I think that goes a long way in educating them so they can make a more informed decision or find those guidelines that are most applicable to them. Okay, we're going to take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane, there or not. This is the Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. I'm joined by Mac Blankenship. He of those Elizabeth Taylor Blue Eyes, and Jennifer Nina, my mortgagee.
That was a compliment, but they're not blue. They're green, right? I thought they were green. They're green, right?
Yeah. Well, I had a drink. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then Dina Rainbow Salazar.
True dream.
Take a break, Carlos.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them the keys for them to go in their home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some good news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the U.S., you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. Mac is still here. He told me he got green eyes, not blue. Okay, but alcohol make them blue.
When you drink alcohol, they turn
Exactly.
blue. Yeah.
They turn blue. Okay. So
I think that was a song too by Linda Ronstadt.
see,
Oh no, it was Brown Eyes Blue.
Brown
okay, no,
Eyes
but
Blue.
his
Brown
green
Eyes
eyes
Blue.
turned blue with the L. Yeah.
there you go.
Never mind.
Yeah, whatever.
My mistake.
Hey, I was just scared just a moment.
Yeah, you got scared. I'm like, oh Lord.
What the hell? Okay. So, there's my friend.
Hey, EL, how are you doing today?
Don't talk to the rest of the people. Just talk to me. Okay. How's it going over there at the open house, Chris?
Hey, it's going great today. Beautiful day here in East Downtown, Edo area of Houston.
Okay, tell us about the house.
So it's a 2-2, 3 stories of living space with a 4th floor rooftop terrace with downtown views. Has many upgrades, the Viking appliances, fully decorated backyard. The primary bathroom has a lot of upgrades, including cabinetry from High Fashion here in Houston.
Okay. So what's the price
a
point
little
on it?
over 2,040 square feet.
What's the address? What's the address?
Yeah. What's the address, Chris?
What's the address? What's the address?
Yeah. What's the address, Chris?
So the address is 429 Meadow Street, Houston, Texas.
So what is it?
I don't remember the zip.
current list price? So what is it? The current list price?
So it's currently listed at $415,000.
I got the
Which we're
15,000.
getting very good feedback from everyone. 415,000.
No, they're 15.
He can't afford it. That's what he's saying. Okay. And trust me, I'm not giving him a loan either. Jen, are you?
Jennifer's gonna give me a
I was
loan.
about to say, I figured somebody give you the 4.
She's not saying yes either.
No.
Wow.
Not me. Not me.
I work with a bunch of evil damn people.
That's a nice house, man. I'm taking it out online.
So that's 429 Meadows in Houston, Texas.
So
So that's 429 Meadows in Houston, Texas. Any feedback from the current from the people that come to the open house today?
yeah, everyone so far today has really been liking it, saying it's beautifully staged, nicely well-kept property here, and think that it's very competitive in this market.
Awesome, awesome. So, Chris, how do people get a hold of you if they'd like to schedule a private showing with that house, for that house or any house in the Houston area?
So if anybody wants to get a hold of me, you can reach me on my mobile at 346-380-0650.
Chris will be at 429 Meadows Street, Houston, Texas, today until 2 o'clock. And if you aren't able to make it, Chris, give us your number one more time.
So phone number is 346-0650 at 429 Meadow Street.
Thank you so much. Good luck with the rest of the open house.
Thanks, Chris.
Good luck with the rest
Thank
of the
you.
open house.
Bye.
See, if it wasn't for Echo, Chris would have only been talking to me because
I know, there was some kind of weird thing going on with an echo. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
I'm the nice person in this foursome right now.
Oh, you know, Chris and EL just
We
get
bonded.
along great.
We
yeah.
bonded.
EL said that the only church he goes. What did you say? Something the other day. You told Chris. You don't need to go to church. You just drive by.
Yeah, you just drive by.
And then what did he say?
He's with me. He's totally with me. And Chris and I, he's good at insulting people in the room too, and they don't even being insulted.
Yeah. They were both doing it to each other and to other people.
We were
They had a
kindred
great
spirits.
time.
We
They
were
had a great time.
kindred spirits.
They really were. Chris Blackwell is a realtor with Platinum One Properties. I'm going to tell you, that guy does some research and hard work for his clients like no other, coming out there. So if you're needing help trying to locate a property or need somebody to fight for you to get into one, this is the guy. Give him a call. Go check him out at 429 Meadow Street today.
Hugely nice gentleman, Chris, real estate professional. And that house, I saw the picture, we didn't have it up on the screen. That house is beautiful.
It really is.
They put a lot of work into that house, stuff like that. So, Miss Dina Ramos Salazar, okay, now, she didn't tell us, I didn't find this out till last week, and I'm going to share this before we go to break.
What?
Dina is becoming a mogul.
A mogul.
A mogul.
A mogul.
A mogul, all right? Billionaire Express.
Right.
Right? You know, because I'm sitting there, she's in the property management division, okay, luxury division, new construction home sales division. Okay, so all I can say was, don't forget the little people. Okay, so
that'd be me and you.
So I was like, what the hell going on around here? But Chris and his partner, really good. But they are so visionary.
Yes.
They
work well together. Yeah. Some partners cannot work. You know, you've seen it time and time again in this industry. But when you have a team and you're pulling together, it's really a wonderful thing. And they're just so, like you say, innovative, and they follow through. It's not just I have all these ideas. No, these guys have done their research.
And they were showing me.
Yeah.
They were showing me.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. It was cool. Of course, my lunch was cold.
That was, because y'all were talking too much. I ate while y'all were talking. I didn't.
Yeah, they should have come back and said, Mr. Crane, is your lunch cold? Let me warm it up for you. So he didn't do that. That's why he only got 12% instead of my normal 20% tip.
And, you know, I'd have walked by and said, Mr. Crane, sip it up before your food gets cold.
And I'd have dropped him where he stood.
Now, I'm very excited to have Chris Blackwell and his partner Stephen Blackwell on board. Yeah. As E.L. said, you know, they've opened we have a property management division, and that's so helpful in many ways. Yeah. Not just even if you're, you know, you already have been holding properties and you know. Everything's computerized. You know?
Yes.
It was,
and
you know,
the whole setup is all technology.
Yeah. People can make their payments over the phone or online. It's just
ordering repairs. Everything's online.
Yeah, and then
and
the
way it should be.
The landlords can log into their properties at any time just to see what activity's been going on or what.
I'm only logging in to get the check. That's the only reason I'm logging in. Get the check. That's it. Okay, we're gonna take a break, and Mac is gonna find a way to finance a home for me. And I believe that if you and Jennifer get together, Mac, y'all can actually do a participation loan where both of y'all have just minimal exposure in loaning me money. No?
Do this, Jen.
Yeah.
Wrinkle your nose. And
Really?
God.
I can't even get a loan from a colleague.
No, you can't.
I got to go all across town and meet somebody I had never met. Okay, take a break, Carlos.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for the Real Estate You Show, Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Central on the Global Live Network, www.ruworldwide.com. For all your commercial real estate mortgage needs, go to www.ruloan.com for both commercial real estate and business loans nationwide. 800-460-9165. That's 800-460-9165.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hi, I'm Naomi, founder of Butler Media, a digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. This was a proud sponsor of KNL.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. I'm E.L. Crane. They are not. This is the Real Estate You Show here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 a.m. Pacific time. I'm joined by the lovely, vivacious, and misunderstood Mac Blankenship.
You know, I'm going with the lovely and vivacious. Let's go with that.
I'm trying to help Mac. Because, see, basically...
Help Mac.
I'm trying
to help. I'm not so sure I need any.
Work with me here.
Oh, okay. I'm working with you here.
Okay, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I said it. All right.
Okay, EL was having some technical.
I was having technical difficulties. All right, so
I mean, was it on his computer or was it sort of
above the neck?
Yeah, well, he was in a car accident yesterday. And
Yeah,
spun around.
spun around.
He still isn't right.
Everybody when my boys was older. Daddy, let's do that again.
I know.
You know, look, you got to find a way to smile no matter what.
I guess so.
You got to find a way to smile no matter what. So, Dina, you got any showings today, or are you buying me lunch?
Well, if you want lunch, we're always going to carve time for that. But I do have showings today. Actually going to step in on Scott Adams. He's doing an inspection for a property that's being purchased by one of my clients.
Okay.
And they're concerned about a few items in the house. Want to make sure it's a good buy at $520. That they're spending on it.
Okay.
And it's in the Meyerland area. It's never flooded, but the area is.
It's a flood-prone area.
Yeah,
but they put the big pipes in there now.
Yeah,
well,
they did.
Also, too, is they've redeveloped that I don't know what you call it, but the bayou associated. They built it out.
It's bigger pipes now.
It's just huge.
They
now.
only had 4-foot pipes. They now have 12-foot pipes now.
Yeah, so
the water can flow through.
But that particular home sits up higher, so it didn't. It's
they
never
built
flooded.
up? Yeah.
It's never flooded. So
See, I used to live over there. My house was built up.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to pop in for that. It's always important to assure your clients that and for me too. I can't have to sleep at night. It's like if my clients aren't happy at the end of the day, then I certainly am not happy. So
my sleep is based upon if the check clear or not.
That's EL. Not me.
Did the
So
check
anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna stop by and check out that. Have a few offers to make, but yeah, I'm not gonna be on the road too much. I don't think.
Okay. What about you, Miss Jennifer? What you got going on over there today and next week?
Today I am going out and sunbathing. That's what I'm doing.
We don't like her.
What? Did she just say? I didn't hear that. I didn't.
Yes.
I just
She said that. She did
said
say
that.
that. She said she was going sunbathing.
I'm 9 to step out at 2 to go sunbathing. So get it moving.
We don't like her. We don't like her. We don't like her at all.
Dang.
Can we suspend the co-host?
You're suspended.
Yeah,
Jan.
suspended.
Go sunbathe.
Yeah, go sunbathe. Yeah,
I say.
Suspend the sunbather. There you
Yes,
go.
thank you, El.
She just said it out loud.
I know.
Okay, Mac, what you got going on the rest of the day?
Oh gosh, I just seemed, I have some transactions that are just challenging, right? And so I think I'm gonna spend a good portion of the afternoon just really focused on finding solutions for some people.
Oh hell no, I ain't got no time for that there.
Mac dedicates hours and hours and hours of time saving people's deals. You have no idea.
Yeah, but see now, Mac and I rarely have anything in common. But we refuse to be suckers this weekend.
That is a fact.
That's a fact. There will be no sucker for loves around here.
Not around here. Mm-mm.
No sucker for loves at all. Say, yeah, what you doing? I'm going to stand up. I'm going to sit over there on the side of the road, watch all those suckers just stop by and buy those teddy bears and flowers and all that stuff right there. And then I'm going to have a side
extortion. It's extortion is
totally,
what it is. Total extortion.
And they triple the price.
There you go. I was standing with a sign. Don't do it.
Keep your wallet in your pocket.
Don't do it. There is nothing at the end of the rainbow.
Oh my gosh, y'all are bad.
There's nothing at the end of the rainbow. Okay.
There's nothing.
There's nothing there.
Trust us.
There's nothing there. There's
Trust
nothing
us.
at the end of the rainbow. You wake up and you're looking for a pot of gold, and there's a pot full of anyway.
Never. You ain't saying it. I ain't saying it. But you get it.
You got it. Okay, but this is sucker weekend. I can't even get a table at a restaurant. People's out there perpetrating fraud. You know I love you. Quit lying to that woman. You don't love her. You looking for a slumber party. That's all. Tell that woman you don't love her. I say be honest. Yeah. I'm gonna see you again next week. No,
Nope.
This is a one-shot deal.
This is it.
What?
Oh.
I'm trying to help these people out
Have
here
mercy.
perpetrate these frauds.
Yeah.
Perpetrate these frauds out here.
I know, right?
Because I got somebody. Did you get all the emails? You could do this for Valentine's Day. You could do that for Valentine's Day. I'm going to drive right like past Valentine's Day like it don't even damn exist.
Yeah. I'm keeping my wallet in
That's
my
right.
pocket.
Yeah, what you doing for Valentine's Day? Same thing I did on I Don't Like People Day. Nothing.
Nothing. Hey, Super Bowl tomorrow.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Los
Hey.
Angeles Rams.
It's
Home time.
Joe Burrows, LSU.
Whatever, damn it. He's from Ohio. Okay.
Yeah.
He played at LSU. But
he did play at LSU.
I will be watching
Undefeated.
Super Bowl tomorrow.
So what are you cooking?
Oh, I'm frying chicken. I'm barbecuing ribs.
Have you visited your
cardiologist
recently?
Next month.
Is that on the
Next
menu?
Next month.
I didn't think so.
He'll cuss me out then. Yo, he listens to the show.
Does he?
Yeah, he listens to the show. Stuff like that. This is what he says. You look a little thinner. I said, thank you. Stuff like that. He says, well, I'm glad I won't have to be filling out a toe tag anytime soon.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Just got away with words.
Yeah, he does.
I love it.
My cardiologist is a complete total terrorist, okay? He has no bedside manner whatsoever. Don't do what I say. We're going to be identified and remain down at the morgue. This is how he talks to me.
Toe tags are just not.
Well, you know what? EL's hard-headed, though. He didn't want to take care of himself for a long time. That's why you had to find a doctor like that.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
That's true, too.
I can go with that.
Yeah.
I'm going with that.
Or as my sister said, you ain't happy unless somebody talking crazy to you. So
Hashtag, that's why he's not spending Valentine's Day with anyone.
Are you just insinuated that you're crazy? You know that, right?
Hey, I'm a crane. I'm a crane, damn it. Crane, we proud.
Crane crazy. Crazy crane.
Your son is so sweet and nice.
Which one? Jason?
Jason.
Hey,
He ain't grown up yet.
Oh, he is. No, he's talking about my grown son.
Okay.
My older son. My older son. Yeah. Well, Jason, he's laid back.
Yeah.
He's like Maxwell, laid back. Alex is like me. Maxwell and Jason laid back. Alex is like me. My daughter is like me. God help her husband. Yeah. So, but you have these things going on out there, and how can you justify rates going up right now, Mr. Blackishep?
It's called 7.5% annual inflation rate.
But
CPI was up 0.6%.
But it's
look,
manufactured.
And energy and oil and gas were up 20 and 40% respectively.
But
That's
it was
how.
totally manufactured.
When you say manufactured, define that.
Well, basically open-ended negotiations to bring in supplies.
It's unbridled free market.
Right.
And look, when COVID hit,
unbridled is the word.
Unbridled. What did we do? We handed out money to everybody.
Nobody wants to work.
Everybody, we handed out money, and we handed out money to private equity firms. Yep. We handed out money to religious institutions. We handed out money to everybody, without any qualifiers at all.
No, which is why you had so much PPP fraud.
You had an enormous amount of PPE fraud, and you have an enormous amount of PPE that's never going to get paid back. That's going to rest on the shoulders of the American taxpayer, and they are now paying for it in higher cost of goods and services.
But watch this here. The cost of producing a lot of those goods and services, that was pre-purchased 4 or 5 years ago, but they're gouging like they just produced it last week.
That's companies have the right to do that, I suppose.
That's
called unbridled free enterprise.
And I don't
disagree
with that.
It goes back to the monopoly game, right? Yeah. I mean, once you have all the money, you can charge whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm. I've never done that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. I've never done that. I thought about it 2 or 3 times, but I ain't never done it. What?
That one's actually hard to believe.
I think that at some point we something has to be done, right? Because rates going up the way that they went up this week was just like, somebody please just turn out the lights for the day, please, and just go home.
I priced
right?
the VA in December.
Yeah.
We had some little, things going on in the loan. Now I just locked it a point higher.
Yeah, a full point. And you know what? That just happened like in the last 6 to 8 weeks. That's how quick this was, specific to the inflationary numbers. And you would think that, it would be similar to, hey, when COVID hit, the markets were sort of, out of sorts with any specific direction. I guess there is direction right now, and that's, hey, we're just going to go up, and it's just the way it is, and you'll just have to pay for it.
Yeah, but the whole thing is the driving forces of this country is construction, be it residential or commercial, and you're stifling it by not addressing it.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer, but
no, I mean there is no answer. There's truly no answer.
Well, there is. I think there is, and I think it's bringing people together to make good, qualified decisions to create or create some sort of paradigm shift in the marketplace so that people can afford to buy houses.
Okay, so then you got to eliminate politics. If you can't eliminate politics, there'll never be an answer.
Well, you're right. Maybe we should eliminate politics.
Oh, I would agree with that.
Because clearly politics get in the way of doing what's in the best interest of the consumer and the people.
That's right.
Every time.
Okay, this has been the Real Estate U Show this week. February, what's today's date? February 12th, 2022, in the year of our Lord. The blessing that is me is going to say adieu. Tell the people bye, people.
Bye, people.
Have a great weekend.
Bye, people.